Hey everybody! In this video I'm going to teach you the two most important types of seventh chords and how you can use those to completely transform any song that you're playing. My name is Christine and here at the Gospel Method we give you all the tips and tricks you need to play your favorite songs on the piano. Alright, the song I have chosen today is Enter My Chamber. It is a beautiful slow song. This is going to give you a little bit of space to think as we add in our seventh chords. And you can see here I've already got some added in. We are in the key of A flat. So if you're not familiar with that, I'll put some links down below. We have a full unit on our Gospel Piano for Beginners course that is totally free here on the channel, the key of A flat. But we have four flats. So we have B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. As we're playing along, we've got all those in there. But today we're going to be focusing on these seventh chords. And there's different types of seventh chords. Like I said, I'm going to give you the two most important. But just so that you're aware, there are 5 different types of seventh chords that are pretty recognized across the gospel world. But if you can master these two, this is going to give you probably 80% of all the seventh chords you're going to need. The types of chords that we're going to learn today is the dominant seventh and the minor seventh. Now, dominant seventh, all that means is that we're going to be using it on a major chord. Okay, and minor seventh, for this exercise, I'm going to be using it on a minor chord. Okay, so for both of these, all you're going to do is find your original chord. So let's do really simple C major chord here. To make it a dominant seventh, because it's a major chord, we just take our root note, like the name of the note is C, so our root is C. We take that note and we move it down 2 half steps. Like that. Our left hand's still playing C, so that's okay. We can get rid of that C. And we have this extra note here, this B flat. Okay, and this is going to make it a 7th chord. Okay, so for minors it works the same. Let's say I have an A minor chord like this. Take my A, because it's A minor, go down 2. And then I have this nice simple minor 7th chord. Okay, dominant sevenths would look like this E7 right here. It just has the name of the chord, E flat, and then a 7th. And then minors look like, what's the closest one right here? The C minor 7, CM, C minor, and then the 7 on the end. Alright, so it's the same rule for both of them. You just got to take your root note, move it down by 2. So let's do it practically, because we have inversions and other things that we play to make our stuff sound beautiful. So let's pretend we are in root position for A flat. Enter my chamber. So we play C minor like this. And again, if you're not familiar with inversions, which I'm doing with my right hand here, I'll put some links down below of how to play inversions in the key of A flat. I have made an entire chart that you can print out to show you the easiest way to get to all the different keys. Okay, so I've got C minor like this, which is my inversion chart tells me is the easiest way to get there. But C is not on the bottom. C is in my middle finger, but that's okay. I find the C, I go down 2, and now I have C minor 7. You can leave the C there if you want, so you can play all 4. A lot of my students who are beginners find that when you add 4 with one hand, that it gets a little bit too challenging, so you can just replace that C with the new note, because your left hand is still playing C. Okay, so let's do it again. Enter my chamber. I've got D flat major, sweet Holy Spirit, speak to me gently. So I've got my F minor like this. Again, this is just my inversion of F minor, F, A flat, and C. But I need to move the F because it's called F minor. So find my F, go down 2, and I end up with this E flat instead. Okay, gently, how pretty, as I, B flat minor, B flat, D flat, F. And then I need to find my B flat, because it's a 7, and move it down 2. And I end up with this, A flat, D flat, and F. Close the door. And then we're going to get a lot of repeats of chords we've already done. Heaven, we have that C minor 7 again. So play our C minor, change it to the 7. Lover, let thy spirit hover We got B flat minor, move it down. Shekinah unending. F minor 7 has that E flat. You can leave the F or not. Is all D flat over E flat. So D flat on the right hand, E flat on the left hand is all I long. Now we have E flat 7, so it's the dominant 7th, same rule. Find your E flat, go down 2. And you got E flat 7, 4. Alright, I'm going to play it nice and clean and simple all the way through so you can hear what it sounds like. Enter my chamber, sweet Holy Spirit. Speak to me gently as I close the door. Heavenly lover, let thy spirit hover. Shekinah unending is all I long for. So you can hear how those 7s give some sweetness to it. It gives some crunch, a little bit of color, and so it doesn't sound so beginnery. And all you gotta do is move one note on those chords to make that 7th chord. So really important skill to be able to play those 7ths. And again, dominant 7th and minor 7th, those are the ones you're gonna see. If you Google things, chord charts and things like that, that's mostly what you're gonna see. Just so that you know what's coming ahead. If you see something that looks like this, MAJ7, that's something different. And if you see this one, that's also something different, okay? So, but dominant 7th is just going to give you the main chord with a 7, and minor 7th will give you the minor with a 7th, okay? So dominant 7th might look like this, C7, F7, B flat 7. What would be a sharp one? C sharp 7. Okay. Minor chord, A minor 7, G minor 7, F minor 7, right? They're all going to have the M beside it like that. So let's enter my chamber in the key of A flat with those 7s, sounding so good. I love those 7s. I do have a video. I was just playing around for fun a little bit this morning. If you want to check that out, I took Enter My Chamber and I was just playing around with it, adding some walk-ups and 7s and 9s and fills and stuff, so you can check that out, get some ideas to take your playing a little bit further if you like. And if you'd like a little bit of help going to the next level, definitely go down the description box. I've got a lot of free links down there. I've got a free Zoom class if you want to meet me like this and see how that would be if you want to do weekly lessons with me. I also have a link down below for a 7-day free trial for our premium membership. That is like a course, so it's pre-recorded videos and courses and handouts and stuff like that, and you get a 7-day free trial. You get access to the entire thing and see if it's something that might match for what you're looking for. And I also have a link down to our book Foundations in the Key of C, so you can order that on Amazon and actually have it in your hand to help yourself with your learning. So we have something for everybody. We have live lessons, pre-recorded lessons, and a book depending how you like to learn. So definitely check that out, and we'll see you for the next tutorial. Bye!